All right, afternoon, everyone. This is the second take of my truck. Went ahead and wanted to make a better one, so I wanted to show you all my DeWalt, fake DeWalt that I bought. Was 30 bucks from AliExpress, and the battery was 30 bucks from AliExpress. This is definitely counterfeit, but it's actually got more torque than the real DeWalt. Got to cut some bolts, but yeah, I got a Miller Bobcat 225. I think it's 2016 model. It's low hours still. I don't plan to sell it either, but I think it's got like a little over 100 hours. I used to always ask people what they think this is, and that is obviously an air compressor, but the headache rack is the tank. It holds 11 gallons. All the tubing is 2x6 by quarter rectangle tubing. I had an engineer when I worked at John Zink. He did a pressure evaluation on the tubing for me and told me it would hold up to 600 before it would expand beyond the deformation. So we were fine, and I measured it with a mic and it was nothing. I couldn't notice anything at 120 psi, and I use it to run a plasma off this, so I don't need my bottles, because I got tired of doing that. I should have laid one down, but I wanted to have room for my camper, right? Giant camper. I got $5,000 for that bump right there to fix that, and I just need to paint it. Somebody hit me a long time ago. It was funny. Kind of not funny because he was trying to get away with it, but I caught him because there was glass all over the place. It busted his up real bad. He turned right into me. Some people don't know how to tow, and that's what happened. My fifth wheel hitch, I had to modify it, the where it connects a little bit, but we're all good. It's 1 inch forward from the axle. I didn't do that goofy 16 inches back thing that's going to get you all pulled over, especially in Texas. They would definitely get you for there, because I've seen them get them. Anyway, yeah, so headache rack. I wanted it kind of as a roll bar too, to protect the welder, protect the truck. And yeah, that's a Harbor Freight. It came off a 21 gallon. I believe it's 4.3 CFM max on it. It's old. I did that years and years ago. I did it right after I had a shoulder surgery. I got 7 screws in one of my shoulders. Dan, need new tires, looks like. Yep, those are probably about 12 years old. Yep. Bought them used from a guy because I needed the rims, because I wanted a spare. And those were like $500 or $600 from Dodge. So I found a guy that was selling 4 rims and an extra tire, and I made a deal, and then I sold the other rims and kept the tires, and just kept 1 extra rim for a spare for this. So I need to finish welding out the bumper. It's a move bumper. I did it with stick. That was years ago too. I need to finish it up. The headlights were cool. Those were like 300 bucks, man. They're LED around that band. So yeah, this thing doesn't move hardly at all. Oh, that's one other thing I wanted to show you. The buckets that I made for the leads. It's locked now, but the leads are in here. There's 2 buckets. They're about 14 inches deep, I think. Is old air tank. That's what this was. I cut the caps off, cut the air tank in half, and then used that as the tube to go down, and I put expanded metal on the bottom. Welded it in and made some holes for the leads to drop in. That way we could I could spool them in there and it would drain water. So yeah, the gauges need replaced. This thing still works. The welder probably won't start because I put ethanol gas in it on accident again. And I need to rebuild the OEM carburetor. I bought a Chinese one and it worked great for a while, but I think the mix, something's off on it. So I'm gonna fix that. And with the OEM, I just need a solenoid, I believe. And I'll clean it out again, put a new gaskets and put it back in. Lights, never hooked them up. But yeah, the air tank's got drains like that on both sides. Everything's ported, so air can get through everything, every tube. And like I said, it's 2x6 by quarter. Worked out great, no leaks. Yeah, I had this C&M flatbed. I had to cut it right here because it was 5 inches too long from the cab to the wheel. So I had to cut 5 inches or 4 or 5 inches out, re-weld. I didn't give a shit. I just welded it and then spray painted it, and then I had to flare these out because it came off a cabin chassis Ford, but it was only 500 bucks. Had 2 toolboxes and it looked pretty good. I was like, man, that's what I need. So this is my brush hog. I treat it like one. I just buy junk mowers. I'll fix them until they just barely run, and then I'll run them into the ground, and then I'll buy another one. It's cheaper that way, and it's fun. I put a camera on this truck. It's got a 7-inch camera. Maybe you kind of see it for a second. 7-inch camera right there. That way when it comes on all the time, so you can see, because otherwise you can't see, obviously. So anyway, wanted to show you on my truck, make a little better video explaining it. Yeah, the tires seen better days. This truck also, the exhaust, it's got a 4-inch exhaust, Donaldson straight through mufflers, what I had, I put on it, because it was straight and it was super loud. So I put the Donaldson, it's the shorter one. They have a long and a short one. I put the short one on there. You'll have to look. I think it's 40 inch or 46 inches or something, 44, 42. I can't remember. It just clamps on, and then it's like 70 to 80% stock sound, in my opinion. And it's straight through, so the turbo whistles through it. So it's nice for if you want to have power but still dampen the sound. Because my daughter hated this when she was a baby. And it was my main vehicle for a little while, and she'd just cry and scream in here unless we put stuff around her head. So I and my neighbors hated it, so I put the muffler on it, and they came over and thanked me when they see, especially because the wife seen me putting it on, and then they both came over and said thanks. Anyway, have a great day.